I started crying. Like I literally started crying at that point. I didn't really care. I came here to get a first class. Nobody should stress me out there. The environment was very different for me. The food was terrible, terrible. I don't know who found my social media. I had to call it. I just started throwing up. As I was throwing up, I was feeling. That was the most embarrassing moment of my entire life. Me, will I recommend going to law school for anybody? No. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you all know by the title of this video, I passed my bar exams. In my last vlog, I already mentioned that and I showed you guys my grades. So if you've not watched it, go watch it right now. Before we get into the gist of this law school thing, if you're not subscribed yet, please click the subscribe button below and give this video a thumbs up. And to my OG subscribers, welcome back. Okay. So this video is basically going to talk about my own experience. Disclaimer, this might not be your own experience. This might not have been the same issues you had. Um, it might have been a very, very different and better experience for you. But this is my own story. So I'm just going to start from like the beginning down to the end of this thing. Law school started November 29th last year, 2021. I got admission and I wanted Abuja or Lagos at least, and they gave me Enugu. I remember it was 6 a.m. that morning. I opened my phone, ah, group chat, 1,000 messages. I said, okay, let me check. Posting is out. I said, let me check now. Enugu. I started crying. Like I literally started crying at that point. I didn't know what to do. I was so confused. Like I felt like at least if they don't give me Abuja, they'll give me Lagos because I put Abuja as my first choice and Lagos as my second choice. Guys, Enugu. Hey. And it's not Enugu town, Agbani. Inside Enugu. Those in the east or those that are from Enugu state know where Agbani is. It's like a village entirely. I didn't want to accept my posting. The last week of lectures, I just packed my things. I was in Abuja then. I packed my things. I went down to school, did my registration. I didn't even bother getting a hostel accommodation. I came back to Abuja. I continued crying. But like during that period, I made up my mind that okay, Miss Summer, they posted you to Enugu. There's nothing you can do about it. The only thing you can do is go and make the best time and make the best result out of it. So on getting back to school in January, there were no more rooms available, guys. There were like zero rooms available. And then the house matron had to fix me in a particular room. And there were like two older women, like in their 40s, and then a younger girl that was around the same age as I am. And the tension in the room was very noticeable. I didn't have a good relationship with them, and that was not my fault actually. But I didn't really relate to them, and that was because I was not comfortable around them. I would just say that my hostel experience was very bad for me. Like it was terrible. All I did in the room was come back home, go to class, eat, sleep, read. I barely even said a word to my roommates. And I think what made it worse was because I resumed school very late and they were already there. They had probably already had their own friends and everything. But I didn't really I didn't really care. I came here to get a first class. Nobody should stress me out there. Anyways, following that we started classes. We had classes from 8 o'clock to 2 p.m., two batches. So this week I'll be in batch one morning class. Next week I'll be in batch two afternoon class like that. So we were interchanging it. And then God, I struggled. I struggled because first of all, the environment was very different for me. It was not something I was used to. The food was terrible. The living conditions, guys, the hostel. I'm going to go and look for the picture and put it up here. The hostel was terrible. And it was terrible. And I picked one of the best rooms. So you can even tell how terrible other rooms were, guys. So you know when you come somewhere new, you try to make friends, you try to socialize. But it felt like everybody had already picked their own friends, everybody already had their own cliques, and I was just coming in and I was just lost. But then I made a friend and then he introduced me to some of his friends and then we started talking and then I started making friends on in class, people I sat beside, some of my old classmates, like for example, Glory, Glory, if you're watching this thing, we didn't used to talk in uni, but when we came to law school, I felt like we had a common ground, so we were able to like build a friendship and sync. I didn't even know she was that cool. So we started talking and we became friends, and then I started socializing small small, and then I don't know who found my social media page, and I just had random people walk up to me and come and tell me, "Oh, you're this girl. Oh, I've seen your TikTok. Oh,
Are you at this time you are sleeping? It's not possible. Don't, no, 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 no. Get her from the bed. I don't want you.
so my friends are sending me screenshots and videos of people reposting my content. Yola campus, Abuja, Kano campus, Lagos, Bayelsa. I was just getting a lot of DMs. People will see me pass on the road and they'll be like, "Ah, you're that babe." My friends were sending me messages, guys. You're on Instagram, I like your content, blah blah blah. I was like, "Oh, thank you, thank you." I was enjoying the attention though. At the same time, I wanted to be low key because I felt like it was a short period of time, and after that, everybody will go back to their houses. Everybody will go back to where they came from, and I didn't want that to, I didn't want to like build relationships that I won't be able to sustain after we leave that place. Yes, so first semester was okay. We had our dinner, and then guys, I had food poisoning. I just woke up one morning, sat down on my chair, like waiting for my roommates to be done with the bathroom so that I can go and have my bath, and I just started throwing up. As I was throwing up, I was stooling. That was the most embarrassing moment of my entire life. Me. I started crying. I'm not sure my roommates understood what was going on with me because we were not close, so I just didn't want to involve them. Then my friends, I called my friends, they came, they carried me to the clinic. By then, my stomach was hurting me. It was like somebody was stabbing me with a knife in my stomach, guys. And let me tell you, the clinic was shit. Shit, the clinic was shit. There was nothing going on in that clinic. It was just white walls and vibes. They gave me injection to stop the vomiting. But I was literally feeling my life, like my life source leaving me. That's what they say when your life flashes before you. I was literally feeling my life leaving me. I said no. I called my friend Glory. Glory, please, I need to go to the hospital today. And thankfully, I had health insurance. I was working with Reliance HMO then, so I had like a free health insurance. So I just opened my phone, checked closest clinic in town, picked it, went there, and that was what saved my life, guys. I could have died in law school. No cap. This I'm not even exaggerating. This is just the truth. And I got better. It took me like 5 days, guys. I lost weight. It is because when I came, I was round. I'd already spent like 6 months at home. I was eating up. I was well fed, hips everywhere. When I fell sick, I went like this, like this. Ah, and then we had to deal with assignments, reading, all of those things. It was hard because I'd already left schooling, like serious schooling, for a long period of time during COVID 2020. For 1 year, I wasn't doing anything, and then for the next 4 months, I came to write my final exams, and after that, spent like another 6 months again before we came to law school. So my brain was already, already dead. But yeah, I picked up, and then we went on 3 months attachment. That was between March to May. So I was first an extern at the court, and then an extern in a chambers. So within that period, people were like, you have to read, oh, you have to be reading 12 hours a day before you go to the chambers. When you come back in the midnight, in the morning, when you go to brush your teeth. I was like, calm down, calm down. Who go pass, go see pass. All this reading is not for me. Guys, let me not lie to you. If what we had to read was 100, I only read like 20 during extension. I was like, I beg, I can't stress myself. This is time for me to rest and re strategize. And I think that helped me a lot. I needed time to calm down and really, let it sink into my head that, okay, oh, bar finals is coming, and you need to do well and you need to write well and pass so that you will not come back to this hellhole again. And so after that, in June, we came back to school, and I started taking like my reading seriously. Every day I read in the morning. We had break periods from like 11:30 to 12. So after break, I'll come back to my room and read. On some occasions, I went back to class too, do the class activities. But from 11:30, I'll eat breakfast, I'll start reading, I'll read till like 4, I'll sleep for 2 hours, wake up, read by 6 till like 10 o'clock in the night. And that was how I was doing every day, every day, every day, every day till bar finals came. And it was surreal because I never knew I could read that hard. I've never ever in my entire life read so much for a particular exam. I was looking at myself like, Miss Summer, now you read this, now you dey read book like this. Because in uni I know I used to read like that too, and I used to pass. So I felt like, law school is the same thing. I'll come to law school and I'll read where I used to read. Eh, don't try it though. If you're going to law school this year, or whenever you watch this video and you're heading to law school, make sure you read well. I would actually advise you to start reading from the first day. I know everybody says that start reading from the first day. It is true because when you now start reading, you will be choked up. There will be so much to cover up that you wouldn't even catch up if you're not like a fast reader and like you learn very fast. And then during that period, I was very depressed. Will I say depressed? I was really sad. I was tired. I was worn out. I was living on energy drinks. Like morning, no, I used to take at least one bottle of Fearless or Amber or Monster a day just so I can stay awake. Because me, I like sleep. If I mistakenly don't take that drink that day, I will sleep off. Like nobody can help me again. So I had to be doing all of that. And I was very happy I had like supportive friends. I had friends call me, my family called me, they sent me money. I was pretty comfortable in law school. That's one very important thing that people don't talk about. When you don't have to bother about money, what you will eat, what you wear, and you're only focused on your books, it will go a long way, like a very, very long way. And ah, it really helped me. I don't think I was ever broke. I still used to have money. Like money used to come in regularly for me. And so I wasn't really bothered about money. I was very comfortable, I won't lie. I feel like law school pushed me a lot. Law school was the toughest period of my life this year. And it actually helped build my character because now, if I want to read for an exam, I already know, okay, Miss Summer, you know what happened in law school. It's not going to repeat itself. You have to start studying now. You have to start reading now. You have to be immersed in like the lectures, everything you're going to learn, meet people, ask them to put you through. Stop doing independent. You're not entirely independent. And yeah, I think that has helped me so much. When exams came, I was very settled. Like I wasn't panicking. Oh, I've not read. Hey, this. So I knew that whatever I have read at that point was going to give me a very good grade. I didn't know the exact grade I would leave with, but I knew that I wasn't going to fail. So before I went into the exam, I psyched myself. That's another thing. You need to psych yourself that you're going to pass. If you go into the exam with doubt, you are going to write rubbish. This one is not cap, it's the truth. You write rubbish if you are doubting yourself because law school questions are like you will see the question, no, you will look at it, you read it, you will know the answer. But another might be like, is this not what they said here? This is supposed to be this. No, this is this. And I had that issue a lot in my exam. There were things I knew they were the right answers, but one mind was like, no, write something else. And I feel like that's what did not give me the first class I wanted. I graduated with a 2-1. If you still not watched my last vlog, every all the nitty gritties and everything is in the last vlog, so go watch it. And it was a really eye-opening experience for me. And then after law school, during exams, there's this high, this tension, and the last day of exams, I just felt very low. Everybody was shouting, "Yeah, yeah, we are done! Congratulations, barrister, esquire, lawyer, nka." Well, I was just very down. No, not down. Down is not the word. I was numb. Like I wasn't feeling anything. I was emotionless. I was like, so it's over. This law school I've been killing myself. It's over now. I can rest. I've not died. I'm alive. ah, I'm just really grateful for the experience. Law school gave me a lot of friends, a lot of new acquaintances. It brought me closer to people. It showed me parts of myself that I didn't know I had. Like it showed me that I'm a very relentless person. Like I'm going to keep going. till I get what I want. There were bad and good experiences within that time frame, but I think the good outweighed the bad. So after bar finals, we had to wait for a period of 3 months. We finished bar finals September 3rd, and our results came out November 17th. So that is one, two. That's about 2 months and 2 weeks. Yeah. So we waited for 10 weeks exactly for our results to come out, and that waiting period was crazy for a lot of people. People like me, I was so anxious. Like I said, I was going to check my blood pressure. I thought I was going to check my blood pressure once my results come out, but I can still remember when they came out. It was supposed to come out November 16th, so a lot of people didn't sleep the night before. They were awake, and then 16th it didn't come out. By 12 midnight on 16th, I just went to bed. I say what? 30 minutes later, results came out. Oh, people were calling me, my friends, Rabi, Caro. They were just calling me, and I was gone. I was sleeping, and then I woke up by 5, and I was like, "Eh, results out, results out." I first went to the group chat to go and check what people were saying, blah blah blah. And then I was like, listen, I just check this thing. Nothing will happen. You won't fail. You know you won't fail. You might not like your grade, but just check it. I just held my breath and I checked it and I passed. I was like, ah, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I sent it to my mom immediately. I sent it to my dad. I sent it to like my friends that had been calling and keeping me company in school. And the good thing about it was that all my friends passed. Everyone that we were in it together, everyone that suffered together with me, everybody passed. And we're getting called to the bar in a few days. Yeah, it's practically a few days from now. And I'm so, so grateful. And there were times I actually thought about dropping out. There were times I wanted to drop out of law school. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I want to leave. I just want to face content creation. I don't want to do anything law again. I'm tired. I'm depressed. I'm mentally stressed. I'm sick. But I just told God that, God, there's a reason you brought me to Enugu. There's a reason you didn't. There's just a reason. It wasn't a coincidence that I passed uni and I got admission into law school and I'm here. That whatever your plans are for me, Lord, let it come to fruition. And God might not have answered my prayers the way I wanted it exactly, but He still answered it regardless. And I think that is a very big and important thing for me. And so, if you're watching this video and you're currently in law school or you're just finishing uni and you need to get like the feel of law school and the things and whatever is involved, just let me know. Ask me any questions down in the comment section. I'm going to be answering everybody. I feel like you should go to law school with a very positive attitude. Don't think about the negative parts too much. Focus on like the positives. Read. Number one, read. Number two, read. Number three, read. 4, 5, 10, read. If you don't read, that's something about us. If you don't read, you will fail. There's no two ways about it. You will fail. Like you will fail. Nobody, they won't tell you. They will just give you your fail. Take. No thank you. And you receipt. So you need to study. You need to be serious. If you were serious during your uni days, this is the time to make it up. And I feel like my set did really well. They used to call my set the Gen Z lawyer set. And they felt like we will not do well, and we made like one of the highest number of first class ever recorded. We had 119 first class students. Last year it was 20 first class students, so you see the margin. I'm just really grateful that I went through that process, because like I said earlier, it has really shaped me into a better person, a better individual. And will I go to law school again? No. Will I recommend going to law school for anybody? No. If you still want to go, you're free. Anyway, guys, we've come to the end of this video. I hope you loved this video, and if you loved this video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.